guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Emily, and usually my little baby McKaylee's with me, but she's napping right now, so we are just going to do this video solo today. And what I want to talk about is the secret to waking up happy in the morning. And the reason I want to do this video is because this thing that I did really changed my life and helped dramatically. So I can almost promise that it will work for you too, but I don't want to make that promise. I just want you to try it, and you'll have to let me know how it goes for you. So there was a long time there where I was waking up just miserable, angry, just feeling irritable and anxious and just totally not myself at all. I knew that something was wrong. I knew that I shouldn't be feeling this way, no matter what I did or tried. It wouldn't change and it wouldn't go away. I would try to be nice, I would try to change my thoughts, I would try doing things a little different, and I just kept waking up with this horrible, just bad feeling, and I didn't like it. Nobody wants to live that way, but I didn't know what to do to change it for the longest time. So the very first thing that I did was I would ask God to remind me to pray first thing in the morning, to help me think of Him first thing. Because sometimes, honestly, I would forget to even pray. I would just get carried away in my thoughts. I would start doing the day, rushing around, and just feeling bad, and I would just forget. You don't think that you're going to if you want to, but it just happens. So asking Him to remind you is where you can start. And the first night that I did that, I remembered the next day, and then I did it. So when He reminds you to do it, just stop whatever you're doing and just pray and bring God into your day and just let Him help you. Because trying to do the day on your own is not going to go as good and probably going to go pretty bad. So I'm a big believer in bringing God into your day, into everything, into all your choices, good and bad experiences, just everything. So here's the main thing that I want to talk about, and it's how to wake up happy and get rid of those bad feelings. And it might not work every single time, but it works a lot of the time, especially if you're honest about it. Do it thoroughly and just do it. It's kind of just like showing up every night so you can be happy in the morning. So it's a nightly inventory, and it's just taking some time with yourself and with God and just getting honest. So just a few questions. What I like to do is just go in a room by myself so I can have some quiet and really think and just get down on my hands and knees. I know that a lot of people like to write things out in journals, so that might be something that you'd like to do. However you want to do it. Life has changed a lot for me since I've had the baby, so it's not really the same as it used to be before I had her. Sometimes I don't do it until she's in bed and I'm just laying in bed in the dark with my eyes closed and doing it like that. But if you have the opportunity to go in a quiet room by yourself and either write it out or just get down on your hands and knees, or however you're comfortable, and do it that way, then I would highly suggest that. But however you're going to do it, just make it work. Going for a walk by yourself, sitting in the car, just let your family know, or whoever you live with, that you just need a little bit of time, and you can tell them what you're doing. You don't have to, it doesn't really matter. Alright, so here are the questions, and after you do them for a while, you might have them memorized. If not, I will put them in the description anyway, so you have them written out. So I have them here in front of me just so I don't forget any. And it's just, was I resentful, selfish, dishonest, or afraid? Do I owe an apology? Have I kept something to myself which should be shared with somebody else at once? Was I kind and loving towards all? What could I have done better? Was I thinking of myself most of the time, or was I thinking of others, what I could pack into the stream of life? So just sometimes the littlest things that can really affect us inside, and we might not think that it's affecting us, but if we really take a look at it and change that and do it differently next time, then we'll be a lot happier. So maybe you had a tone with somebody and you kind of feel bad about it after you said something, and that's not really how you wanted to react. maybe you're angry at somebody for something that they did that's like a horrible thing, and you're not letting that go. You're just holding on to it. Maybe you lied about something, big or small, it doesn't matter. Lying and being dishonest will affect you greatly, whether you realize it or not. And just the way that you treat people, the way that you even treat yourself, being selfish if you're thinking about yourself most of the time. It might seem like that wouldn't affect you, but it does. So if, say, for example, if you're stuck in self-pity, the best way to get out of that is just going and helping somebody else, or just seeing if somebody needs help, picking up the phone and calling somebody and just seeing how their day is going instead of rattling off everything that's going wrong in yours. I'm telling you guys this, it works. So I've done this before. I was really feeling sorry for myself. I think it was during an injury when my back was injured and I couldn't really do much, and I just was really getting down and feeling depressed and feeling sorry for myself, and I just asked God to place somebody in my life that needed help. And I almost felt silly saying the prayer because I'm like, I can't even barely walk right now. How am I going to help anybody? But it was less than like 3 minutes later that somebody called me and they just needed some advice. They just needed somebody to talk to. And that person didn't even usually ever call me. So I believe that if you ask God for help, He will help you. And I believe that because it's happened to me time and time again. So I just really highly suggest just doing this inventory at night. And the main thing to do is just start it off with a prayer. So what I do is just ask God to help me be honest with myself and to see the truth about myself and my day. And then once I do go through the questions and I find things, then I ask Him to forgive me and ask Him to show me how to make it right if I need to, or ask Him to help me do it better tomorrow. And I did that for a long time, and I didn't realize how wonderful it was working until I stopped doing it for a short time, and I was like, wow, I started waking up not happy again. So I know that it works. I've done it. I love doing it. And even now I forget. My life has changed so much with the baby, but I really try to do it. It's just one of those things that for some reason I'm not always consistent with it, and I'm just being honest with you guys. It's just one of those things, and I'm always trying to be better. I don't want to be like a mean, miserable person. I want to be kind and loving. I want to feel happy inside, and I want to be useful to God. I really hope you guys take some time and try this. I think the main reason that it works is because we are taking the time to be aware of our thoughts and our actions, and then we're bringing them to God and we're asking Him for forgiveness. So He did send His only Son to die for us on the cross so that we could be forgiven and live free and happy. He wants us to be free and happy. He doesn't want us stuck and down and depressed. So just take what God has given you and just use it, and let me know how this works for you guys. I'm really excited for you if you try it, because I know how well it worked for me. It's just amazing, and it's one of those things that just sounds so simple and silly, and how could it help you change so much, but it does, you guys. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and just subscribe if you want some more helpful content, prayers, and of course all the funny baby videos and watching McKaylee grow up. We love you. We always pray for you. Even though we don't know specifically what you need, God does. So we always keep you in our prayers. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.